All right, your next one, finding your finding your equation. You're going to get 3 different scenarios where you can build an equation from all of these. So the first one, we need to all get them into the form of y equals mx plus, actually I'll do that over here, y equals mx plus c. Right, we need to get into this form, y equals mx plus c. From here, we can pull out the gradient equals 4 and the y-intercept equals 6. So this is the most straightforward way you can do this one. So y and x will always remain as variables, but we know that the gradient equals 4, so we can substitute 4 in for m there, keep x as a variable, plus my y-intercept there being 6. Alright, that one is nice and straightforward for you there. There's your gradient, there's your y-intercept, substitute them in, and done. This one here gets a little bit more tricky because we do not know the gradient or we don't know the y-intercept, so we need to find both of these. The first one you are going to do, you are going to find your gradient. So the formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We're going to call this point 1, call this point 2. So once we've substituted that in, I have 7 minus 5 over 6 minus 2. M equals 7 minus 5 is 2, 6 minus 2 is 4, m equals a half. Great work, I've made a fraction. From there, we then substitute in our gradient and 1 point to find what y is going to equal. Alright, you're going to do this on your calculator. So, we have y equals 1/2 x plus c. That's what we've got so far. We don't know what c is. So we're going to take this first point here, substitute it in, 5 equals 1/2 times 2 plus c, alright, 5 equals 1 plus c, 5 minus 1 equals c, c equals 4. Okay, you'll do that on your calculator. You'll get to this point here, and you'll put it in as solve. Menu 3-1, solve, comma, c. That is what you are going to do, alright? You will go solve, bracket, comma, c, and you will get your answer being 4. Do not do it by hand. So from here, we now have our gradient. We now have our y-intercept. So our equation for this is going to be y equals 1/2 x plus 4. Nice and straightforward. The last one is if you are given the gradient and one other point. Okay, we know our gradient equals 4, so we can substitute that into y equals mx plus c. That can go in straight away. Y equals 4x plus c. We still don't know what our y-intercept is. Similar to this, we're going to substitute in our point to find out what it is. So 2 equals 4 times 1 plus c. 2 equals 4 plus c, 2 minus 4 equals c, c equals -2. You will once again do this on your calculator. Okay, you're going to put it in here, solve, bracket, comma, c. You are not doing it by hand, there is no point. So now I have my y-intercept, I have my gradient, y equals 4x minus 2. There we go. So you can be given the gradient and the y-intercept. You can be given 2 points where you need to find the gradient, substitute it into your equation, find what c is, and then put it back into your form. Or you can be given the gradient and one other point, all 3 of which need to be put into the form of y equals whatever. Alright?